Sure. Well, True Blue is a new crime streaming network that premiered a week ago from this very conversation. And within that, we have a number of new crime documentaries that I'm working on, some very compelling material. And we have other documentaries that we've obtained from other sources. We have our new Predator investigation, Takedown with Chris Hansen, and we have a new crime news magazine called True Crime Nation, which we will use to cover breaking news like and fast moving crime stories like the Club Q shooting in Colorado, the tragic slayings in Moscow, Idaho, the poor woman in North Carolina who was killed in Mexico. All these intriguing mystery crime stories we'll be breaking down and having exclusive access in a lot of different ways on True Crime Nation. So it's very exciting. You know, one of the lessons I learned from the last two documentaries I did at Discovery Plus, the Peter Nygard investigation and the Onision in real life, I love Discovery and Discovery Plus. It's a great network, great people, but it took, in one case, 12 months, in another case, 18 months to put these documentaries together. There are levels of bureaucracy and meetings and A meetings and B meetings and green light meetings, and we don't have those at True Blue. I partnered with Sean Reck of Transition Studio, who I met when he produced the White Boy Rick documentary, the teen drug dealer who grew up and was busted himself and was serving a long prison sentence, a very controversial case out of Detroit, which I broke many years ago as a young reporter in Detroit. And through that conversation and through that interview, we developed a relationship. And he already had a streaming service, a streaming network in another sector called American Gospel TV. And so he knew how to put this together, and we decided to work together and put together a crime network. And it's off to a great start. So I'm very excited about it. And essentially what we're doing here is we're taking the same enterprising techniques we use to report on crime, to take people inside the commission of a felony in these predator investigations. And we take those techniques and we point them towards the distribution of the content and getting it more efficiently and more effectively to the consumer of that content, to the viewer. And I think it's, for a guy like me, that's the future of this industry.